every team we're playing in the Big Ten is good. You don't have anyone that you can take lightly. So I think that's definitely prepared us for this tournament.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. First and foremost, congrats on making the NCAA tournament. You guys are a 6th seed, so how are you feeling right now?
Thank you. Yeah, super exciting. The show, it was so awesome that we knew we were getting in because earlier in the season, we weren't really sure how to make some things happen, but it was still so stressful. Knew we were in it, but just who we were going to play and all of that. But I'm super excited.
Yeah, and you've just arrived. You're already making a statement. You're averaging 18 points a game this season. What's been the most significant area of growth for you personally, and how do you think that translates to the success overall of the team?
Yeah, I think just learning the new system, learning to play with new players, new coaches, all of it. I was just thinking so much when I got here and trying to figure it all out, play my game, but also fit the system. And I think my biggest growth is just not thinking as much. Like my body was able to take over once I have practiced the system enough and the muscle memory. So, yeah, I think that's my biggest growth is just I was able to play and that helped me connect with my teammates more, find them in their spots. And I think a lot of people were going through similar things, being in a new role.
Mhm.
So we all just had to figure out our little things, and now we're playing really well together.
Yeah. When you transferred to Iowa, news headlines said that you were the answer to the squad after Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin went pro. I can't imagine the pressure on your shoulders to shape this team, post those two ladies, but how are you doing it? How are you keeping your poise? You seem very, very kind and sweet. So how do you deal with that? I'm sure you're online too and you see what people say. So how do you handle that pressure?
Yeah. Kate and Caitlin, Gabby, they were all so amazing. And last year's run, the past 2 years, it's been so cool to watch. So I think almost like separating last year and this year, we have a new head coach, so it's already going to be different. And then, yeah, so many people graduated. It's not just Caitlin Clark, and then we have 5 new freshmen on the team. It's a very new circle that we have here. So I think that took off a little
Yeah.
bit of pressure because it's not just one person left and I'm filling that spot. It's a whole new team. The culture's still here, but yeah, so many things have changed that I feel like I was able to take the good pressure, but leave behind all the bad pressure.
When you were with Villanova, you face off against Paige Beckers and UConn in the Big East. So, could you talk a little bit about what a force Paige is on the court?
Yeah, no, she's definitely really good. She was injured my first few years there. I feel like I only really played her against her last year, but yeah, she's really tough. I mean, they're a tough team in general, and yeah, she's hard to guard. So
Yeah, I can only imagine. Last one here for you. So, I'm curious how you stay focused on your own game while also keeping an eye on the competition, especially with there being so many talented teams entering the tournament.
yeah, I think the Big Ten is such a tough conference, so that kind of gave us a little bit of practice on how to
Yeah.
focus on ourselves, but also every team we're playing in the Big Ten is good. You don't have anyone that you can take lightly. So I think that's definitely prepared us for this tournament because the same thing, like you said, everyone is so tough in this tournament, and as much as you want to focus on yourself, the next team that you're playing is going to be really good. So I
Yeah.
think we have a little bit of practice just from the Big Ten being so tough.